All right, back again. Let's keep working on warehouses and getting warm. We've got our second forestry station coming up. What's left? Just, yeah, thatch. Thatch, always thatch. I'm going to have to solve the thatch issue eventually. Oh, the short bow, that's it. Trying to figure out what I was carrying around that I wasn't supposed to be. Usually it's just these 8 items, but then I started carrying around a hoe, a rake. So that took me to 9. So that short bow that I picked up from the Blood Moon. Okay, let's go put this away. Grab a drink. So much bark after you get a carpenter up and running. So much bark lying around. Okay, fences are up, so now let's see if we can get our bloomery and our coal maker put in there. Coal maker all the way to the winter come to an end. Nice. Yeah, gonna be a little easier to get this in here now. Why would it fit that way and not straight? That's weird. Alright, well, it fits, so. Coal is a 2x2, so is firewood. That's 5 spaces across, so we'll lose some efficiency there if I do that. I'll think about that in a second. Let's get the bloomery put here. Let's get rid of this depression first. This crippling depression. Oh, there's a well there. Hello? Got a well hidden there. Okay. Huh. Things that make you go, Well, if I give up on the idea of doing a walkway along the back here, you come back and do some walkway planning for a moment. As soon as I warm up. So much faster. Stoke that fire up over 100%. Well, I thought this winter was going to be really hard. Towards the end of last season, the very end of summer, I realized that I hadn't made enough berry bait, that I was going to run out. And I'd been doing a population push last summer and really wasn't ramping up the food to match all the new people coming in. And all of a sudden, our reserves were looking a bit thin. So I thought, you know what, we're not going to be getting fish for the winter, no bait, we're going to have some issues, so I really got the farm just through the roof. We had 2 farms with a total of 5 plots, and now we have 5 farms with a total of 15 plots. So yeah, we tripled our farm output, and definitely made sure that we had a lot of beetroot, no doubt about that. This was looking pretty sparse at one point. Now we've got, instead of 1 that's maybe half full, we've got 3 that are actually completely full. So kitchens are back. Yeah, kitchens are backing up too. Wow. All right, more food storage. That's a good problem to have. Let's go take a look at this road situation. I like having a road running along inside the fence, but I just don't know that it's going to be practical here. Yeah, because we're going to run right into the hole maker there. Good luck on that. Yeah, no. Well, that could work. It's just not going to do that because of that corner. Such a weird angle for... So why would you not fit like that when your box is actually straight? So the only thing I can guess is that the box does not really represent the coal maker, the footprint. It's like it's calculating off of one box. See, right now, it should be basically straight to the fence. But instead, it's letting me build it completely through it. So yeah, this does not. This box is not lined up with the actual coal maker above it in terms of where it thinks this box is versus where the box actually is. Alright, yeah, is what it is. So... I don't get a road on this side, or I don't get a road on this side, or I get a road on this side, but it's just broken right in front of the coal maker, which is fine. I think we're as tight as we can get back to this corner. Sticks along 6 stones. And we are into spring here any day now. I think probably today it'll flip over. So now, let's see if we can get the hole maker in, or the bloomery in, following the same sort of guideline, getting it away from the fence as much as possible, or getting it away from those warehouses as much as possible. This is another one whose box doesn't really quite match up with what you'd think it would be. And I gotta watch out for that well that I buried underground. Which I think is right here, so that works out fine. I use the road maker on top of that just to give myself a little sort of a visual marker on the ground. I'm doing that with the other wells. So here we are now. See, now this one, yeah, okay, so this one worked out all right. These two things built here, that lets us bring that southern road in further to the center of town. Now at that point I'm going to move the lumber yard and the Quickie Mart next. So much bark. So much bark, my dogs are like, what? 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 Okay, bloomery's getting made. Everything is empty here. No, it's not. Careful before you demo stuff. Make sure that it's emptied out, because otherwise that stuff just goes poof. Alright, the snow is off the ground. Temperatures are coming up. We should see that Wolfar den respawn soon. I think it's been a year since we took Fenrir out, so hopefully we'll see that come back, because I'd like to get some wolf cubs going. And sorry for the lack of meat. Getting rid of him, pulling that trigger on that, got rid of all those respawning wolves, so really that was a prime source of some of my meat. Not a good idea to have lost that. My old favorite, the Watchtower, has a pretty forgiving build footprint. So when you're trying to get right up against something to bring up a little divot or whatever, fill in above a rock, the guard tower works really well for that. Or the Watchtower, same I guess. The remnants of a road. Alright, let's go ahead and pull this road through here now. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Hey, it let me go past the bowmaker. Nice. Let's make sure I got that straight. I don't think I did. Oh, yeah, straight enough. Gosh, I wonder if we have any stones lying around that we can use for that job. I think, I'll have to go here and find some. I love, love, love the new road making tool and the road making planner. One, it looks still not like something I'd want to pull a cart over, but it at least looks better than the old road did. I'd love to see a 3-point system instead of the where they're doing it right now. I'd love to see the beginning, end, and then a one in the middle to create an arc if you want to. So now this road's going to come up. Probably go ahead and just run right along these farm plots. Because I'd rather be tight to the south there than tight to the north side. Farm storage is full. Well, you just lay that stuff on the ground, because that's what you do. That is what you do. We'll put some in that one. That looks pretty full and full now. Yep, full now. All right, so let's go push this road over a bit. Oops. Don't accidentally hit the right mouse button. Actually, I like doing that backwards. That works much better than going forwards. I've been doing it the wrong way all this time. Go it, kid, you're bothering me. Follow me around like a bunch of basset hounds. Ah! Finger keeps wanting to come down on the right mouse button accidentally. Yeah, I think that's a little too far to the south. Let's just move that a tiny bit north. quite, huh? Yeah, not quite. Wonder if we can find 30 more stones somewhere. Let me think. Or you. You could find 30 more stones. Thanks, Dave. All right, excellent. Y'all are working on the next piece of the warehouse here. As long as it doesn't need thatch, I think we're probably set. Always nervous when you put down that second piece of warehouse or the third piece. You know, it said it was green when you put it down, but then you actually go to do it. No, I can't do that. It's blocked. So I'm glad when it lets me do something that it says it wasn't going to let me do. So now you can still sort of see the depression where the well is right there, and I've been leaving it like that, but if you wanted to get rid of it, if you try and place a terrain leveling tool over the top of it, you're going to see that it shows red because there's a well there. But back to our old friend, the watchtower. See, that would let me build right over the top of that thing, so I could come here and just hit that with a hoe and it'll come right up. So that's how you bury it out and make it look, totally flat. Which, something to be said for that, actually. I don't want to destroy the road that I built in the back there, though, so I'll pull that off just a bit. About like so. That's probably still going to do it. See, now in this case, whenever I try and flatten that out, I'll be drinking from the well. So sometimes if you've really gotten it in the wrong spot, then you actually have to let a villager come and do it. And of course I got exactly what I didn't want, which was blowing away the road here, so we'll have to just come and do that. I love that you can basically stealth a well completely like that right there. That's the ideal, I think, that we're looking for. It's totally smooth. It's really not too far under the surface. You're homeless. Did I not get you a home? All right, my bad. How about the longhouse has a slot for you? I'm sure. There you go. Sorry about that. Alright, so road is fixed. And let's stealth this one too. See if we can. Now it's going to be a little tougher. That one, I mean, I could do it like this right here and just commit myself to completely rebuilding the road through that spot, I guess. Oh, that worked out all right. Still a tiny bit of a dip there, but... yeah, I made this stretch a little bit too big, so now I'm going to have to make it all that size. Or come here. So I try and go on even east, west, north, south. So up at the top you can see my compass bar. I'll move it right here to the west. It's perfectly centered. And then just back up a tiny little bit and then just keeping that orientation. There we go. That's how you can shave that just a tiny bit. Okay, those wells look a little better. Our guys are all still working on warehouses. Of course, we still need thatch. As long as I've still got a pulse, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need thatch all the time. Till the moment I die. Got a lot of work here on these hedge fences still. The bloomery. Can't forget about that well right there. Wish that you got some stones back when you were breaking a road, but there it is. Okay, let's bring this road up to meet the other one. It's tough to get those roads to really line up with each other. Still haven't quite got the hang of that. Huh. Almost like I accidentally clicked the right mouse button again. I never do that. If I could get stuff in creative mode, pathing would be it. It's just so wasteful to throw down some stones, realize it's not lined up, do it again. It's just costing more and more stone. Hopefully that'll line up. Okay. Grab something to eat. Grab a minute by the fire. Just reset the clock there. It's almost, I think, to the point where I won't actually freeze to death. I'll just get really low, but then eventually start coming back up. But might as well just reset it now. Stoke the fire up over 100 so I get warm faster. I think we've actually just about demolished long sticks. Yeah, we have. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Long sticks, what are those? Okay then, that would be why so much stuff here is waiting. Because we are just straight up out of long sticks. Oh, that looks all right. Fairly straight, I think. Just all this extra over here. And I'm just not gonna, you know what, I'm just not gonna screw around with that. Okay, let's take a look at the long stick situation. Negative 4.5, we're into spring. Tomorrow's gonna be the day where I'm really comfortable letting everybody be out and about, but today, so my temperature's still going down ever so slowly. And I've got on like leather gambeson, which is cold of 420. Cold of 315, so they're going to be less resistant than I am. So let's wait one more day, which means I should go out and get some long sticks myself. Oh, yeah, waiting for thatch. Of course, that cart belongs to Revna. Let's see, this lumberyard is pretty close, and I think we'll probably have some long sticks there. Anybody watching from Sand Sailor, please, for the love of God, please let us open gates while we're towing a cart. It's just such a pain to have to drop the cart to open the gate. There's really no reason why the E can't be active right now, or gates could just open automatically, or I don't know. Something. Got some long sticks here. We should set my marketplace, set our marketplace guys back up and running. Because they can be doing this transfer right now and getting these things cleared out, ready for spring. I think that builder was probably running to go try and take something out of my cart. What are you doing, dude? Indecision bugging me. Hello, everybody going on patrol. Have a nice time. Have fun storming the castle. Can you hold that gate open for me? No, you won't, of course. Ah, nice. Thank you. Take these back to the warehouse center where we're working. The Amazon fulfillment warehouse, if you will. All right, everybody, get your long sticks here. Get your long sticks here. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and set those market orders back up and running now so that we can start getting them to bring stuff in tomorrow. We'll set the lumber guys up the next day. So just pull up the tab here, scroll down to the market, and we can see our stuff from right here. So let's go ahead and add from, that's going to be Lumber West. West Hill Lumber, so West Hill Lumber Exfur, that's going to be the warehouse right next to the West Hill Lumber Yard. So we'll go ahead and click that. From there, coming into the intake warehouse here in town, we'll go ahead and assign Revna to that and use Revna's cart. And right now we need not hardwood because we're fine on that, so let's just go ahead and bring back long sticks. Times 12. And then the other stuff as well. We'll bring back firewood, sticks. Don't need bark. Don't even have it there at that one, so yeah, just sticks and firewood, mostly sticks. Confirm that and create it. And now we've got the other lumber yard, the other transfer yard down there, so we'll go ahead and set up another task here, and that's going to come from Lumber Exfur, which is the south lumber yard. When I made that one, that was the only one I had, so I just named it Lumber. And that's coming up here to the intake warehouse. Instead of Revna, that's going to be Torsten, using Torsten's cart. And again, it's pretty much the same thing. We'll grab long sticks exclusively for right now, just to clear them out. I should probably go down there and see what there is down at that warehouse. For firewood, we'll grab 5 sticks. 15. That's it for right now, just to get him running. Now the other market we have, market number 2. Market number 3 still has nobody at it, but market number 2 has. And I think market 2 right now just has Matilda moving stuff from the intake over to the Quickie Mart and the lumber yard and so on. But we'll go ahead and create one more thing here. And we'll take the other person. This is going to be from, so West Hill Lumber has pretty good stock right now. We'll go West Hill Lumber Exfur. Bring that into the intake warehouse. We'll use Thora. Of course, we gave Thora a sled. She doesn't have a cart yet. We'll have her bring back, a couple long sticks. A couple logs. Sticks and firewood. All right, we've got 3 people bringing stuff back in, so our sticks, long sticks, are going to free up a little bit now. We've got check your cart, so in this case I'm using cart 5. You always want to check your cart and make sure that it's whitelisted. But you also want to make sure, like if I'm using my cart, the one that I've named after me, I've actually got it whitelisted with nobody. Everybody's blocked, because otherwise people are just coming and taking stuff off of it. And especially with markets, and I didn't notice this in previous versions, this is since some recent patches. So a market guy will go down there with his cart and be standing there at the warehouse loading stuff up, and the warehouse guy is unloading his cart and putting the stuff back in the warehouse. So they just get caught in this endless loop of each one filling in the hole that the other one's digging. So you want to make sure that, like, if I go look at Thorsten's cart, the only person that can pull things out of Thorsten's cart is Thorsten. Make sure you set that up, because otherwise, bad things. And I don't remember that being a thing before, so either I just never experienced it or that behavior has changed. And tomorrow we'll see some long sticks come in and start getting some of this storage done. We're just almost ready to wipe out that intake warehouse and move it over to this one here. As soon as some of this lumber, or this log storage and long stick storage gets up and running. It's been a while since I've seen all this long stick storage empty like that. Oh wow, meat is looking good. Look at that. And fish. Alright, let's move. Let's take our cookhouses here and let's move meat soup back up to the top of one of them. And fish soup back up to the top of the other. And you know what? I never upgraded this to the house so that they can use the boat, so let's do that real quick. I think the fishing spot off the shore is gone. So I'll have to go find a new one, but let's go ahead and queue up the upgrade on that. Alright, so here will be the intake warehouse right here. This is log storage. These will be like bark and stick and whatnot storage. Basically every item that I'd want to have deep storage for will all store here. And then a market worker will pull from each of these and populate the Quickie Mart, which is going to have one of everything more or less. This will be the spot that most people go to when they want to grab a specific item. Specialized stuff like carpentry materials and so on, that goes to the lumber yard, which is going to move because I'm going to bring up, I think, I want to bring this south road all the way up to meet the main east-west road. So I want to get rid of this little piece of road here, probably, this little piece here. Bring that up, have this become the lumber and iron production and so on. Have this become, the outhouses, a couple outhouses. I don't know, maybe the third barracks can come over here. Maybe the archery range can come over here to free this spot up, because this block right here is all going to become housing and housing support. Just don't know if I want to redo all of the Quickie Mart and the Mead Clark lumber in this workshop. This workshop here, come in here with the lumber. That's a pretty big space. Both workshops and the supporting stuff could all be in this space, I think. Really don't want to lose my willow tree over there. I like that we've managed to keep this willow tree. Of course, a lumber marker is going to get thrown down at some point. I'm not going to realize it or whatever, and they'll chop this tree down before I can even catch them. They already chopped it about 2/3 of the way. I had built this this new lumber camp, this woodcutter's house here, and I forgot that it puts a marker up as soon as you drop it. So I came running back in, and they were starting to chop the willow tree down. I was like, oh, stop, wait, stop, stop, stop. Well, you can really see how far up I've brought the grade level here. These are reeds that are on the beach. Oh, that's something I need to do, is a reed, trip out and get reeds. here's a long stick that nobody picked up. The noise of the outhouse. You Vikings get enough fiber? I think that's your answer right there. Going to the bathroom sounds like that. I'm thinking that's a no. Oh, guys, why do you make such a mess in here? Really? Can they make it so that the shopkeepers actually, like, clean up their space? That, I'd pay for that feature. That was like a microtransaction. $5 and your crafting shop workers start cleaning up their space. I feel like that's $5 well spent. So huge that this stacked now, instead of 5, 10, 15, 20, instead of 30 items, now it's 150. Oof, that's so big. Oops, where are you going? coal. Grab one back out. Coal, really handy to walk around with coal all the time in the winter. Wow. Actually put some stones in there. Good. Okay, feathers look like they're holding steady. Rope is empty. Leather scrap's still holding up fine. Got a metal piece to drop over here. And some seeds and fiber. Sort of using the gathering hut as a storage for that right now. A neon sign? Oh, the forestry marker. They're actually putting a... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. We do not want trees planted right here in town. I don't think. Hadn't thought about that. Oh, so much flax. So much flax. You know what? Let's do that like this. I just use a clicking macro. Probably turn down the speed a bit. This is a leftover from like the Minecraft days. This is a leftover from the early Minecraft days when you could click as fast as you possibly could to swing your sword before they changed the mechanic on that. That and transferring items, you shift click into another container. So I would just hold down shift and then push this button, and then as fast as I could move over stuff, it would work. Alright, so now we got a whole bunch of rope here. Let's go ahead and put that here in the rope storage. Oh, you know, I should just use the... Alright, so we've got plenty of rope now. And I've got a few left over. We picked up a point or two on crafting from that. Nobody's going to complain about rope for a while. Let's just do that like this. I don't care for the narrow streets. I'm hoping with this new renovation to sort of open everything up a bit. So again, we'll double check to make sure that all the villagers are removed. Yep, he's already gone out and managed to get some saplings planted. Hungry smokers. There is a water well right about here. Now let's go see where those smokers are. Either you can't get smoker horns from the random encounters like this, or RNG has just been terribly bad to me, but here we are, almost 100 days in, and I still don't have a smoker horn. Ah, you're coming in that way. See if we can't make that a little less than hospitable for you. Oh, that was glorious. Yeah, let me know how that works out for you there, swimmer. There we go. Willie feeling a little chilly. I left those leather scraps out in the ocean. Oh well. I don't believe I've ever managed to kill 3 smokers in one shot before. I don't think I've ever managed to kill 2 at the same time. They just never bunch up like that. Wish they would. It really just makes the inevitable a little quicker. Hunter will get that one. How's that fishing house doing? Wow. We he's even touched that. I think he just took something down there. He's like, oh my god, he's going down and look at the fishing house. Quick, take some nails down there. Alright, so I screwed that up by having that here, which means that we now have some planted birch saplings, definitely where we didn't want them. But I guess as far as screw-ups go, there's worse. There are worse. Growth 4%. Ready for harvest. Okay, so the forester's ready to... Oh boy, wow. 1, 2, 3... No, this is the other forestry. So 1, 2, 3... Looks like 4 maybe we're done, and there's 3 of them. So there's probably one more tree somewhere where I don't want it. Oh, you guys smell the blood from the smokers? Is that it? Come get some. Bodie's gonna kill them all before they even get down here. Oh, except he's an archer. Dude, you picked the wrong pipe, man. Yay, we did it. He's like, yeah, you didn't do nothing. Let's double make sure. Let's make sure hunting marker's covering that side. And I'm hopeful that I've got one up here covering. You know what? I might not, actually. Yeah, I think a hunting marker about right there. Going through sticks right now, aren't I? What am I missing? Rope. I always have rope on me. Why am I not walking around with rope? Alright, that covers all of the outside area from the gate. One gate to the other. That covers the road. Those barely touch. we're out there, so we need one more about right here. That one's behind the other one. All right, so that goes to that edge. Those actually cover pretty much the full front yard. Okay, don't need to do that. Come on, Fenrir. Come back, man. Start spawning wolves again. Like we need more fiber, but it's just bugging me that it's in the middle of the road. All right, you are making a trip back from West Hill Lumber, so it is time to go ahead and populate West Hill Lumber again with workers. So let's go down here to Lumber Shop 3 or 4, or I did call it West Hill Lumber. Okay, and let's put people working back there. Jorun. And who was the other lumberjack? Sven. Go put eyes on there. I think actually one of those people needs to go down to the South Lumber Mill instead. But let's go put eyes real quick on this one. We're ready for a worker here at this warehouse as well. Steadfast resolve, winter resilience. Yeah, I think you're a good choice for this. Trigv. Now, Archer. Signa was going to become one of the warship stone people. I forgot to set that up. All right, so we've got lumberjacks coming out here now, and we've got a warehouse worker. That'll start to populate that back up. Let's go ahead and take one of these two people here. that's going to be Jorun and Svend. We'll take Svend. And we'll go to Woodcutter's Hut 3. I'll put Svend there. And then down the hill at Lumber Exfer. We'll put Helga. So now we've got lumber coming in at the South Lumber Mill. We've got warehouse worker picking it up. We've got people picking it up from the warehouse. We have lumber here getting created, wood getting stocked here, and then wood getting transferred back to intake from here as well. So that's all of our wood production back online for the summer, for this season. Berries. Let's grab berries and get the fisher folk baited up. And I don't see my fishing hut up on the pinned stuff anymore, so I'm guessing they finished that. So now we can actually mark a fishing area again and have them go out and start fishing out in the open water. Not that it's terribly relevant since the fishing racks are already fully stocked. This big open space is just begging to be renovated here soon too. Gatherers would have berries before anybody else. The farms will be flipping over to berries here pretty quickly. Oh, look at them berries. I do like that when you produce too much bait now, it automatically puts it in the bait bin. I think it used to just drop it on the ground underneath the hut. So you used to have to think about how many slots you had open and how much you were going to make and sort of do a little bit of math on the fly. Now you can just do it all in one shot. Sweet. We can take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 more. Produces 4 each, so that's 15 more berries. You laying fish on the ground yet? Yeah, we are. And there's the boat tied up. Good deal. Can't climb the ladder. All right. Let's see here. Is there more? Is there somewhere they can fish out there now? Nothing visible. So we need a lumber marker down here because they should be cleaning this out already. Oh yeah, we need one there. Oh, wow, that thing's tapped out. I'm using this one too, down to 38. Lumber is set up, coming in. Let's go ahead and start working on the new housing area. Alright, you guys, stop breaking stuff up like that. I still never set her up on the prayer stone. Sunrise Fisher. Happy in the rain. Joy and purpose, energy and enthusiasm. Spring rain and you just be like Mr. Happy. Alright, Njord, you're no longer here because Signe is going to come in. Just as quickly as I did that, Gorm, you're going to quit here. Because actually, Signe is going to come in here because I want her doing fire, not air, because air is pretty pointless for us right now, I think. 2 Signes, alright? Sarah. Okay, if I do a road right here, I could make it match up with that road. But if instead I come up with a road from the south, that's going to be there. I think that this longhouse is about 19 across. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 across. Let's call it 13 for safety. Let's say I could start it right about here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That could work. Let's see how close I can build this next longhouse. Wow, closer than I thought. Woof! Look at that. Yowza. All right. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. Ah, you're gonna let me build that, huh? Okay. So if you're gonna let me do that, that is about right there. So it's really going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 and a tiny bit. So let's go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And there's your road. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And there's your road coming up from the south. So the south road can come all the way up, meet the east-west, come right on through here. And I can put one more longhouse on this side. I have 2 there, 2 facing them, 4, have a 5th out here, 5. As soon as that Odin is done, we'll move the eye to sort of right here in the middle for a temporary spot. Build that longhouse right here, and then build the extension on the back of it right there, and then can move the people from these 3 cottages over. Build the 3rd piece. That's going to be like 16 people, I think. 12, 18 people. 17, alright. 17 people. I think right now we've got close to that in this place. 14, so 3 extra. But I have at least 3 beds available in all those cottages. So yeah, we can demo these 3 cottages. fire marshal says these two buildings are too close together, but I think we just give an extra $50 or so to the local planning commission guy. We'll be able to get it through. That'll be plenty of room to run between those. Can't get a cart through there, but that's what it is, Alright, so we'll move this over. I gotta take this rally point, this patrol marker out of the rotation, so let's check that. Cottages, I think that's part of our circle here, so we'll pull that out, save it. And then go to our second barracks, number 2, check our patrol route there. Look for cottages again. Nothing there. And then we've got the archery range and the third barracks. So check the archery range, look at your patrol routes. No cottages, good. And I don't think we have any patrol routes set up at all for barracks number 3. We just put that up for the invasion. So they're just sitting there training, I think, right now. Yeah. So we'll just leave them alone, which means we've gone ahead and removed all the routes from this one. So we'll pull it up. Pick up the bits. We're ready to move the Eye of Odin right about now. There it is. Go ahead and demo this. We'll build an eye over here. This is just a temporary to get it out of the way. Oh, no big stones yet. That's not until the expansion. But this guy's already figured out, hey, we could just throw those right here in the foundation for the longhouse. I agree with you. That's a great idea. There's one I threw over there. Why don't you go grab that one, would you? Thanks, man. Take it, thank you. Alright, sticks. Grab a stick. Let's go get a long stick and one more regular stick for that. And you know we're going to need big rocks again, so I like big rocks and I cannot lie. Oh, what big rocks are those? You have no big rocks, Ace. Alright. Well, I guess y'all are going to do sticks and long sticks and so on, while I go get some big rocks. And actually, let me throw this bait in the fisher hut real quick. Okay, big rocks. Big rocks, no whammies. Where did I leave the cart? Right here. Guys want to open that gate for me? No, I don't think so. Up to the mine, which has nothing but big rocks anymore. And now depleted crawler eggs. Thanks to the patch this morning. I want mine carts. Man, do I want mine carts. Forget about these folks dragging hand carts around. Oh, these have replenished quickly. Alright. Crawler bits, explosive crawler packs and so on, not as rare as I thought they were going to be. I'll have to see what the respawn timer is on those crawler eggs, but it looks like it's pretty quick. Good thing that we've got a handbrake here on the cart. Uno mas. Go. Well, since we have all new crawler eggs, let's go ahead and harvest all those real quick too. I think I've got the room in the inventory for that. Ooh, not so much. Crawler sack, that's what we're looking for. The rest of it I think is kind of meh. But the explosive crawler sacks, which hopefully this time I'll use correctly, to get more iron, that's pretty worthwhile. Crawlers, wow, so the RNG either is now being super kind to me or was really being lousy before. One of the two. Got 3 sacks out of this entire cave last time. And here we've gotten 2 out of the first 3 eggs, so... Crawler sacks don't stack in our inventory, of course. I'm presuming that the miners can harvest these, at which point miners actually start to sort of make sense. I've never used them because it just doesn't seem to be worthwhile. Yeah, look at that. 3 sacks so far. We got 3 last time. I used 2 of them to make the bombs, so we had 1 left over. So now we've got... Oh, and I missed a sack last time. So actually I would have gotten 4 sacks last time. Yeah, I'm glad I found it. That was sitting here degenerating. The maggots, I think, are pretty useless. Doesn't seem to be a lot of joy there. I wish that you could make bait from them, like to the tune of 3-to-1 or 4-to-1, like berries, but doesn't look like that's the case. Alright, wow, so we got 5 sacks. I had 1 already, so there's 6 we've got total, which is 3 more bombs. That is making bombs a lot less rare than I thought they were going to be. Missed that egg last time. So we need to come back with some inventory space and finish cleaning this back out. Oh, wait a minute. What we really just have to do is be smarter than the average bear. And say, hey, we brought a cart with us. Why don't we just put the stuff in the cart? Oh! Stay in school, kids. You just know I'm waiting for a face hugger to pop out of one of these. Wow, we really got hosed last time we were in here for crawler sacks. If I hadn't missed that one, we'd have had 4. This time around, we're not even halfway done, and we've already passed that number. Which would seem to make sense. The use of the explosive sack looks to be pretty limited. It looks like it's probably only going to knock down 1 or 2 of the cave walls. So having a bunch of those explosives is going to be the way to get any real amount of iron back out of here. This cave had been completely cleaned out before this patch. So this all spawned inside an existing cleaned out cave, which is nice. A little bit of pixel hunting to pick some of these things up, given how busy the floor is. Be nice if the area pickup worked for picking up all of the crawler loot. Just click on any one of them and you pick them all up. Yeah, see, I can't even click on that maggot up on the top. I think these vines probably block the pickup. And here's the end of the cave. There's 2 more arms, fingers going down here. But this is the last chamber. The eggs seem to be only in the chambers, not down in the actual tunnels. So I think there's 5 or 6 in here as well. The farmers picked up the slime I brought back last time right away. They took it out of the warehouse immediately. Fisher folk haven't picked up the maggots, so I don't know if they don't see it as bait yet or what, because we definitely didn't have any bait when I brought this back. And it's in a publicly accessible warehouse. It's quite possible that the fishermen just don't see it as pickable bait yet. One, 2, 3 more sacks. Good. Really? Did I leave iron ore in here? Inconceivable. Stick. Came down here and dropped a stick. I'm gonna go down to the bottom of the cave. And I'm just gonna drop a stick down there, because, you know, Kilroy was here. So what did we end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which would have been 7. So our first haul through here would have been 4 sacks, and this next one was 7. I haven't counted the number of egg sacs yet, but I'm thinking it's probably something like a 1 in 4 drop rate, maybe a 1 in 5. Do like the new reinforced mine entrance. Looks a little nicer. It's got room for crawler stuff there. It's got more room for the large stones, and it's got a lot more room for iron ore. And since they now changed the stacks on iron ore to 3 per stack instead of, or 5 per stack, 3 or 5 instead of 1, yeah, you can actually hold probably an entire mine's worth of ore bloom, or ore right there in that storage. That's huge. Now I'll start using miners, because I'll just assign a couple miners there, let them fill that storage, tap out the mine, and then I'll come and pick it all up by hand. Should have just waited there to open that gate for me. Oop, wrong turn. There it is. Oh, that was Revna's cart. Sorry, Revna. Hold on a second. Whoa, hold on. Revna, stop. Come back. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. Revna, stop. Revna's like, dude, get away from my cart. Oh, how are you going to do this? Let me see here. Hey, that's my cart. Yeah, I know. We're going to have to figure this out. Okay, so I've got some room here, so I need to come over. Puppy dog letting me know that the world's about to end. Alright, Revna, if you drop this stuff somewhere, I don't really care. So... Oh, you know what? I could just drop it straight here from the cart. That's the way to do this. There you go. I have found out how to pillar. What? Okay, then. I'm very thirsty. Yes, I know. We're going to take care of that right now. Well, Revna didn't come get her cart in the cave, so there's that. I'm wondering if she's not able to do that. Seems like she would have if she could have. Alright, so let's put all this stuff over here for the crawler bits. And we've got 6 of these. I think it's 2 per, so I'm going to put those 2, keep this one that was almost gone. And I think we need a couple sticks for this. I'll go double check. What do we need? It's all the way at the bottom, and it is blood, rope, and sacks. All right. Blood, rope, and sacks. No sticks. Not trying to make a shrapnel bomb. Anti-personnel device. So now you can throw that on the ground and then R to ignite it. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and put these sticks away that I picked up for no reason. Put the resin home and the stones and rope. Let's go try this bomb thing again. Yeah, you know what? Let's take all three. Why not? Make sure we're not stealing somebody else's card again. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Which is going to be 1, 2, 3 of those. I think we've got plenty of rope. They don't yet have a animation for a bomb on the back of a cart. The first time I went in, I placed it in the main chamber, the very first chamber, thinking that it would actually reset the entire mine. It's pretty overpowered if it did, so I don't know why I was thinking that, but there it is. This time I'm thinking that, and it did nothing. Absolutely nothing happened. So I'm thinking now that the radius of the explosion is pretty limited, and so ideally you'd put it directly between where two of the fake walls would have been in the cave that you get rid of with pickaxes. Ideally you'd get it perfectly centered between two of those, so you'd be able to get two of them to drop. If you don't get it perfect, I'm thinking you'll get at least one if you put it where, you know, where there would be walls like that. So let's try it down in this lower chamber down here all the way at the bottom. I don't think I've got that torched. You don't need anything special like to light a fire. You don't need anything special here. You can just light these. Power of your mind. Okay, well, despite them not appearing there, it was in it. That's good. So come down here and drop this. There's the end, so the first wall was probably about, well, I guess I could use these rocks as examples. Go like that. Since it might or might not destroy these rocks, we'll carry them out. Well, in previous games, I just didn't care about stone, but now that stone makes roads, there's actually a real pace for keeping stone around, protecting it. You can really burn through a lot of stone, making some nice roads everywhere. Especially if you want them to be wider than one. Alright, there we are. We've cleaned it out. I hope that I'm somewhere more or less that'll give me one or two of those walls. Let's move the card out of the way. Just don't know what this explosion radius looks like yet. And let's light it on fire and see what happens. There's really no animation for it. It's just you get a countdown and you run away. And there we go. And that reset at least one. I think this is probably the best place to do it, or that other finger off the front chamber. Wow, nice. These are seem closer together than they were the first time I cleared it out, but it's quite possible that it's been too long and I don't really remember. Or I don't remember there being 4 in such close proximity like this, so it might not actually be resetting the originals, it might be making new ones. Five walls. Wow. Alright, so that is... I've already got 3 ore. I think that was from that previous trip. And we got new stone out of it too. So that gave us 5, 10, 15, 17, 21, 25, 27 minus the 3, 24. 24 iron for the cost of 2 crawler sacks, which we'd be looking at probably 6 crawler sacks per, so you're looking at somewhere around 3 bombs. 75, and I don't know how quick the eggs regenerate, but I'm thinking it's definitely less than a year. It's only been, I think, beginning of winter when I came in here and cleaned this out originally, and now it's very beginning of spring, so it looks like at least every season. So this basically just makes the caves completely replenishable. As far as I'm concerned, iron is a completely renewable resource at this point. I'm not even going to bother setting off the other bombs because I've already filled up. So come in here, set off some bombs, 2 or 3 trips with your cart, 4 trips with your cart. Probably set yourself up for another 6 months of iron, no problem. I think I'll take one of the stoneworkers and put him on mine duty. Once I see the eggs have reset, make sure that he can do that. But since there's storage outside for crawler stuff, I'm pretty sure he can, and he's going to put all the stuff outside. Hey, you want to hold that gate open for me there? No, of course you don't. Oh, I hate it when the gate closes on the cart and you're on one side of the gate and the cart's on the other. It's like, oh, come on, just give it to me. Look at all that iron storage. Look at that, stacking up to 5. So while you used to need 5 of these storage, now you only need 1. They are making warehouses a lot more compact. That's a pretty huge tweak. Oh, is that full? No, it's not full. Oh, I picked up the bomb. I forgot I had the bombs on there. I want to put that in there. Alright, so this time around, let's go back and let's set off the bomb with all those big stones still in the cave. And let's see if it just demolishes them, turns them to small, or leaves them completely alone. I think I can leave coal behind now for the year. We're actually going to need those empty spaces. Yeah, you've got no room in there to take that. Come on. Drop it. Thank you. Yeah, that's full. I'm not even going to bring rope with me. We need that space. All the farming that we have now, we used to have 5 farm plots, now we've got 15. So I'm expecting there just to be a ton of food laying around on the ground here pretty quick. No, don't. That's it, buddy. If I die, you're the one whose soul I'm taking. Punk. Well, that's nice. I like that mines are renewable. This one's close. It's got a nice road to it. It's got a good layout, plenty of space inside. Glad to see that I won't have to go find one of the others, actually. Oh, that didn't work the way I thought it was going to. All right, come back down here. Drop the cart about right there. Grab another bomb. Oh, let's see what happens to these stones. Like I saw them vanish when the explosion happened, so I'm thinking that it just goes ahead and resets. Resets this finger entirely. We had 5 last time in pretty quick succession. Seems like we're on track for the same amount here. Yeah, yeah. That looks about like the right number of large stones for what we got the last time out of here. So I'm going to say the large stones get completely demolished. Probably anything in here gets completely demolished. So you get, in essence, for the price of one explosive bomb, you're getting 24, 25 ore, some small stones, and let's drop that there. Probably nobody gonna come and take it. And you know what? Let's pull this last one off. And let's go ahead and put that up here on this finger right off the first chamber. That finger's a little bit longer, and maybe we get more than 5 walls out of it. So this one goes down pretty far, as you can see. Ends down there. So let's set this right here. And I need to go repair that pickaxe, which means I need to finish breaking it. So this back to here. Set this one off. Got inventory room for the pickaxe head. There we go. Got the pickaxe head with me. Signa, spooked by a white. Where are you, Signa? You are right at the edge of the large spire. You're at the very edge of that hunting area. Yep. What? Whoa! Whoa, where, really? Are you the one that dropped a stick down here earlier? Are you just now bringing a bigger stick to drop? Dude. Have a talk with your parents, man. Oh, you know what he was doing? He was coming down here to pick up, I should have let him, because he's going to take, I'll bet you, a whole bunch of iron bloom out of there. No? Now you're like, no, now I'm not going to do it. Gave me a hard time, and now I'm not going to do it. Heck with you. Just going to go home and stare at the campfire. Spread bad rumors about you. I get it. Gonna hold that gate open for me? No. What are you three doing? Is this like three-body problem here? Gravitational forces acting on each other. All right, you guys. Worrying me. Here we are. Oh yeah, you know what? The way to do that is right here. Grab a quick bev from the well buried under the dirt. Dirt water. Grab a quick bite to eat. Fix the pickaxe. Fix axe? Fix the fix axe? Please let us open gates when pulling the cart, please. So I saw somebody point out on the forum, and I agree with them. When the folks' workday ends, the market people just leave their cart. And if you happen to be in an area where smokers spawn, they can just come and take your stuff out of the cart. So, yeah, moving iron via the market? Oof, what a bad idea. What a painful loss that could be. I've never done it. I've always just moved it by hand. But I could see how that would be super painful to lose a cart full of iron ore because the guy just hit quitting time and left it there sitting on the side of the road. Two, three. Torch. I think these carts are so forgiving. Feels like I'm dragging a tube behind a powerboat. So let's see how this bomb does. wow, that might be more than 5. There's 4. Number 5. Nope, same. Alright, so it looks like it resets 5 walls. Minecart. Cough, cough. Minecart. Could make it expensive, but wouldn't that be cool? Miner goes, pulls stuff out, brings it out to the outside, and then puts it in a minecart and pushes it over the hill, and it rolls right down here into the village. Come on. Wow. Do I have somebody homeless? Yes, I do. Yes, what are you doing, man? Come on. Need to get those beds built in the new longhouse too, since it looks like they finished that. Ooh, somebody left their cart there. Matilda. Cough, cough. Is it times? Is it times? I think it is time. Get the coal maker and the bloomery worker back on the job. Bloomery is Gustav. lost the invasion spawner. Where's the blood moon? Oh, never mind. Oh, ow! Yeah, whatever, dude. How rude. I saw a meat hunk in the middle of the road. I'm thinking that wasn't dropped by the skeleton. Oh, Emma, where are you? What are you? Okay, come here. Who are you squaring off against, man? The wrong dude. That's for sure. Yeah, I put that ground beef up there for you. Oh good, another Draugr shield. I'll put it with the other 17 of them that I have. So that spawner is the Blood Moon spawner. I haven't actually found the invasion spawner yet, since it came up while I was down in the cave. Yeah, well, going running around in that spot right now. More ground meat. Yeah, you Mr. Bad, banging on your shield and everything. Don't make me fix the hedge gate. Where are you guys going? Come here. I'm over here. Good night. You are not Groot. Birch saplings. That's what a sapling looks like. Okay. So the forestry person was up here planting maybe and then got spooked and just dropped it and ran? outlaws snoring over here behind me. So you have to make a hole. I guess all you can do is pick it up, but then if there's a hole there, maybe you get an option to plant it in the hole. I don't have a shovel right now, so we'll do that in a minute. Oh, yeah, they're planting. Good. Well, you are working in that exact spot right now, aren't you? Right in the spawning area. I think there's no friendly fire. Any blood moon where you don't have to fix the gate afterwards. All that really matters. Swatting a fly with a Buick. Metal scraps. Well, good blood moon. 1, 2, 5, 8 metal scraps, a couple blood. hopefully we can get that forester to pick the sapling back up and try again. Don't forget to take advantage of the free run. When you have something heavy on you, just tap the run key once and let it go, and you get a perpetual run. No stamina loss. I'm sure they'll fix that at some point, but for right now, it's free, free, free. So I don't think there's a storage anywhere. Guess I could look at who's working here, Emma, and then I could just put the sapling directly in her inventory. That might work. Or I just go make a shovel and do it myself. I don't want to put a hole there. A lot of times when you see me start to run and I do a roll, it's because I forgot and I just tapped the roll, or tapped the sprint instead of holding it. Yep, there you go. Single click with the shovel. R to deposit. Now you do nothing and let it grow. And trees are replantable now. What do we have in inventory? We've got the bloomery fired back up. We should get the coal maker going again. Lumberjacks still don't cut down tree stumps, but I think we've got a little bit of firewood packed away here for the coal maker. Yeah, we're doing fine there. Alright, so let's get, who do we want for the coal maker? Who was doing this before? I think I was alternating the guy between the coal maker and the bloomery. Udgar. 200, you don't like chill, great to work at the bloomery for that. Winter huntsman, steadfast resolve, you like working at night. I don't like that because I just don't know if I have a night shift on the warehouse, but we should, so sure, why not? Woodger, you are on the bloomery. No, you are on the coal maker. Oh, and you like to work at night, so you're on the night shift. That is applied. Let's make sure we have a night shift here at... oh, actually, it's going to be over here to Quickie Mart. We had one death. recently, and it was an employee at the Quickie Mart, and he died of starvation. I have no idea why, because we had plenty of food. And he was stuck a ways away, so I think he just got stuck on something. Njord and Gorm, you are accustomed to working over. You know what? I never put any guys over at the lumber exfer yard. So Njord, let me put you here. And now Annalise is on day shift. So Njord, you are on night shift. So now let's look at lumber exfer. No, one of two. I've got somebody working there. Okay. Quickie Mart's got 2 people. They shift night shift. We are pulling from the bloomery and the coal maker. We've got pretty good firewood built up. We've got some coal capacity. I could use more coal capacity. I think Gustav works nights, doesn't he? Yeah, he's nighttime. Could put on 2, but honestly, I just don't see the point. Don't need iron that fast. Meanwhile, 15, 40, 50, 75, 87 ore, which used to be 30, so we have more than what used to be 2 baskets worth here, plus the, oh yeah, we've got iron coming for days. Got space there. Got space there. He should still be making linen gambesons. Our longhouse is done. Let's get those beds put in there and build the next piece onto the longhouse. Builders are getting a little harder to come by at this point, I think. Oh, ice cream man, be right back. Excellent. Can't pass up the ice cream guy. So what do we have? We have 4 builders left. So yeah, let's see, there's one terraforming underneath that I can't get to. It's gonna have to be one of those guys. Part 5, I can take that one. Wood shaft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, 12. Wood beams, 15. Whoop. 12. Tight squeeze. I grabbed 5 planks, just in case somebody's already carrying one over. I like the idea of the forestry person. But that cave bomb, that's huge. Oops, that's it. Should have brought one less post, one less Yeah, post and one more plank. It's that stick lever. Come on. Let's get those beds queued up inside. I thought that the maximum quality for a building capped out at 200, but I think that that's all it displays, because as I add more items, although this number isn't going up, it is going up once this number comes down because of residents. So if this were down to 150 and then I were to add things here, even though we're already at the cap, I think they do matter in the end. At least it seems to be the case. The other roof is coming through the wall just a tiny bit. it's going to run right over the road. Alright. Skip it for now. It's going to look a little silly, but there it is. Alright, so now the next wing will go on with the door facing back to this side, so you can get in from the back or you can get in from the front. And there'll be another wooden altar somewhere around right there, just like I did on this other one. For now, as soon as they build a few of those beds, we'll go ahead and we'll nuke this cottage. Let me guess, we need thatch. You know we do. Go ahead and drop that Draugr shield off that I picked up like a year ago. Anything else I'm carrying around that I shouldn't be? That shovel. Go put that on my private warehouse over here. How are the farms doing? Probably still a million pieces of flax sitting on the ground. Yep. Flax for days. Oh boy. Wow. But they're going to get replanted in berries now, which some of them already are, so good deal. When you have enough of the stuff lying around, you just come here and you turn it into crafting experience. Dude, eat more fiber. Just saying. I love how the rope is pushing me backwards. Let's make sure that my rope bin over here is topped off. Let's just go ahead and demolish the rest of the rope. Oops. Give me rope, lots of rope, under cloudy skies above. I think we'll leave the rest. Starting to get berries in. Emma going to plant a tree. Good girl. Thank you. Appreciate that. Still no long sticks in storage. That's because those warehouses. Yes, so much long stick over here. But, you know what? Alright, so let's go ahead and rename this. Deep storage. Softwood. Deep storage hardwood. It got dark out here, didn't it? This is our intake, so this is going to get more or less one of almost everything. Sticks. Woof. Thatch, like anybody's gonna be bringing thatch in here. That's the height of optimism right there. Gonna actually start bringing resin home too. Carpentry materials are not going to get trucked across the country. Stone maybe might. Yoke and blood not going to get trucked. Weapons and tools, no. Outfits, no. Arrows, no. Dye, no. Small crafting materials, yes. Ore and bloom. Boy, I just don't see it. I truck that stuff by hand because it's just too valuable. I don't see coal getting trucked in here either. Leather scraps, no. Leather linen, no. Broken metal parts, no. Exploding sack storage. That just sounds wrong. Alright, well, so this had less stuff in it than I thought it was going to. I could see bringing in raw food, maybe. And I can see bringing in meat hunks. I'm not going to bring cooked food in. I'm not going to bring fish in. Well, firewood for sure. You know, lumber. Lumber's going to be the thing coming in the most, so let's add a second rack for lumber. Water, yeah, we're going to bring water in, that's it. A second one for stone, maybe? You know, it's not actually inconceivable that I could bring arrows in, because you could throw an arrow storage on all the warehouses out there, and that way arrows actually start coming home rather than just sitting out and decaying out in the field. And it doesn't cost much, it's small. Yeah, you know what? A second stone. Because it's so easy to fill one up. Alright, that's a pretty good intake warehouse. We've got softwood, hardwood. Back one quick second. Alright, so we've got soft and hardwood. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. One of those will be bark and sticks. One will be thatch. Yeah, we could have an entire warehouse for thatch. Totally. Oh, we're doing 2 over here. We gotta fix that. We can do at least 4. And Gustav, I think, is 100 at this point. Blacksmithing might even be able to get away with 5. But for now, we'll just go ahead and go with 4. You're working on coal. Alright, so we'll have one that's going to be sticks and bark. Sticks. It's great to mix things from the small and the medium, just for ease of moving it around with carts and sleds, but it's just not practical, I think. Actually, let me cancel that. Go set this one over here. How about bark thatch? Stick thatch. Because you can do like 80-20 split on that. That would make sense. So sticks and thatch means this is going to be... See how I like that alternated. Except that I just screwed that up because it's sticks and thatch, right? This one would be, let's let them catch up with me a little bit here. Because at this point, I think I've got long sticks times, well, forever. I'd go defoliate an entire region on the island and still not have enough long sticks to do this job. Stuff we need: sticks and rope and firewood. Well, this will be handy. We'll just do this like so. Come here. As soon as we can bring this intake warehouse online, we can shut down that other intake and clear it out of there. I like that. Just long sticks, long sticks, long sticks. I just made a whole bunch of rope for absolutely nothing. The only thing that wants rope is the stuff I just made on this. We need a trash can. Kitchens are still backed up. Yep. How about more food storage? They're filling the hole faster than I can dig it. Alright, that's a pretty good start. Free up a little more room here. What's next? Longhouse is coming along, I hope. Since that's mostly stick and rope. And thatch, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds. Thatch and sticks and thatch and sticks. Oh my. Why are you picking up bark? Just say no. Is there a nail in there? Did I just see a nail on the ground? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. That's our next one. So this cottage is cottage number 0. Let's come here and let's look for everybody that's in cottage. 2. I just accidentally clicked twice. 3, 4, 5. Keep clicking twice. My mouse button is starting to go out. Sometimes it clicks twice instead of once. 7 of 8. Got 2 left. Come over here and figure out where those wrong 2 came from. Wow, did they come from the other longhouse? Nope. They came from some, I thought most of them were 5 of 6, but apparently most of them were 6 of 6. Cottage should be empty. 0 of 8. So let's go ahead and dismantle the bed. Fireplace, bed. Not sure if you get all the parts back if you dismantle the cabin as a whole without the individual pieces, but thatch is just too valuable. I don't even want to test it. see if I've got room over here to add the other wing. I think I do. Except it's still working on stuff inside. Which is just the table. Okay. One single long stick and I can move on to the next one. That seems pretty doable. Terribly inefficient to run out and get one long stick, but there it is. You know, I thought I wanted to do a U shape like I did over there, but now actually I'm thinking I don't. And I'll explain my thought process here in just a second. Let's use a watchtower to fill up that little hole there. So, if we look at the total number of people in this longhouse, we're down to 81 housing points, and that's kind of as low as I want to get. And you can see how many positives there are there. I mean, there's just a ton. The woodcutter and the stonecutter are kind of dinging me a little bit. But at this point, I've got 14 people in there. That's getting me down to 0.2. I think I can even add more before it takes me down to 0.1. So I think I've sort of hit a floor. But still, that's 14 people. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Obviously, I can go 11, 12, 13 here. Without much difficulty more. So I can get, I'm at 14. I can go 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I can get it to 20 in here without any real craziness. And I don't know what that's going to do to my housing quality, but I think it's going to drop it down. I think I'm probably getting pretty close to the 0.1. And I don't want to lose that housing quality. I want to keep it up above, you know, really I'd love to be above 100 points. So, since I can fit 14 or 15, I mean, you're looking at 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, right. You do need the third wing to get above 12 without putting them down the middle and stuff like that. Alright. was thinking that I could still get the same, but in 2 instead of 3 footprint, but I guess I can't. So this one I'm going to put the door around the back side. Why won't you give that to me? Are we interfering with that cottage right there? We're at 8 of 10. It's a temporary 14. Alright, let's move everybody over from the other cottage as well and demo this one. This one is cottage 2. Already down to 84 here. Yeah, that workshop. Oof. 23 points I'm losing for that workshop. Oh, did I forget the cottage number? I must have. Ooh, I was thinking it was 3. Cottage 2. Oh, that's it. Okay. Wasn't ready. Now let's see if we can get this add-on done here. And there we go. I think it's time to bring the cart over for the rest of this stuff. Actually, I think it's time to bring a semi over. Wonder if I can chain 2 or 3 carts together, that'd be cool. Oh, not fibers. Well, water, there's the well. Just a little harder to spot the wells when they're underground. That's true. Now, you know, it occurs to me, you know, those warehouses bringing stuff back. I'm probably still set up at the lumber yards, at the woodcutters, to actually produce more hardwood than softwood. So actually we might be totally non-functional there. They might be packed up on hardwood, and meanwhile the warehouse is trying to ship out softwood. Once you get a carpenter online, you just don't ever have any shortage of bark ever again. Now this is cart Ace. This is the one that I've been using personally. But what I'm going to do is make sure that I've got whitelist all villagers set, so that they can come over here now and start using these long sticks that are on here. And then I'll go grab that other cart that's sitting over there and load that one up and bring it back as well. Days are extended. I read that it was going to make it a little tougher because the growing cycles and everything are based on the number of days, but the longer the day, the more they're going to eat per day. So I like the longer day. And initially I thought, well, that'll be a little easier. But then after I'd started it, somebody was saying, no, that makes it harder. I was like, all right, well, there it is. But yeah, they're extended. That's why they seem like, like there's a lot to get done, like a lot can get done each day. The days were just too short before. I didn't like them that short. I did think it was going to make things easier. And then reading the Discord, I saw that it was actually the opposite. I thought I was going to run out of food this winter. It got pretty close. But last ditch effort, at the last day of summer, I started building farms and moved my farms from 5 farm plots to 15 farm plots total. So we produced a lot of beetroot this winter. Beetroot saved the colony, as it were. Everybody's really sick of beetroot. Beetroot soup, beetroot bread, beetroot porridge, beetroot ice cream. But it did save the day. The patch that just dropped today changed storage in the warehouse buildings. Sticks used to stack only to 1, just like they're doing right now, but now in the storage they stack to 3. So does thatch. Iron bloom now stacks to 5. Bark stacks to 3. So basically they tripled the storage in the warehouse that you get for bark, wood, and thatch. They quintupled it for iron bloom. Firewood has increased, I think, as well. Yeah, firewood is 3s now instead of 1s. So all of a sudden, warehouses can hold a lot more, which I like. This deep storage area over here where the intake comes in should be able to hold just ludicrous amounts of materials. Everybody should be whitelisted on this store, on this warehouse. So they should all be able to come down and start grabbing these long sticks to finish the rest of this up. I don't know if the longer day has messed with the invasion schedule too, but so far both invasions have come 1 day before they were supposed to. Each day they said 1 day left, but then they came 1 day early, so I don't know if they're trying to make invasions a little harder by randomizing them, or if the day length messed that up. Fortunately, we were standing over there by the portal both times. Bomb that you can make now for the cave. Wow, what a difference. Now iron ore is completely replenishable. It's a renewable resource now, which is great, and you get a pretty good amount of iron for the effort. Oh, we full? Yes, we are. Thought perhaps the bomb would actually reset the entire cave, which would have been pretty overpowered. But it doesn't, it just resets a small area. And the iron you get for that is really substantial for the amount of effort involved. Plus you get big rock as well. Still got at least a cart or two's worth of stuff there. Don't know that I'll bring it all back with me right now, but at least clear up one more. Okay, what are you chopping up logs for? Because you think you need to be producing sticks. Well, actually, we have a really tremendous number of logs in storage, I think, so I'm not entirely sure I disagree with you. Yeah, fine. Oh, I still need to go check lumber priorities. So let's look at lumber woodcutter's hut 3. That's the one to the south. And priorities there are long sticks high, hardwood, and hardwood long sticks high. Let's go medium on that. Because then lumber X-fir is set to pull both, and it's got an even number of both of them, so that's fine. No, I can't have an even number. It's probably showing me capacity. That's not how many I have in stock. That's going to be the total number. It's the total capacity of that storage. Alright, well, nobody viewing right now, so I'm going to take this opportunity to stop and come back a little bit later. Thank you very much.